Alright, this is going to be a pretty quick video on the timing of the sweep arm. Sometimes you'll get machine is in an invalid state. Let me see which code that is. I think it's yeah. Usually it's on the front of my pin setters, just to let you know, to make it easy on staff as well as myself. I've got a list of the error codes just taped to the front. I've even got it in the back, so if you get a call, you don't have to research what it is. But if you get like an error code 91, it should be an invalid machine state. Usually that is the sweep arm is out of timing. So I'm going to show you how to time that back if something's wrong. Maybe it got knocked out of line. Bowlers hit the ball against the sweep arm. They were impatient, waiting for it to rise up. So we've got your main drive gear here. Get you way out. Your main drive gear here of the sweep arm and chain that actually pushes it forward. So you got these two arms here. One's a little wider than the other, but to get the pin setter back to its original state so the timing will be right and the machine thinks it's good to keep rocking, you have to get both of those arms aligned parallel. How you do that is, I'm going to bring you to the top. You've got your sweep motor, which is right in the middle, because you've got your alphabetically D for distributor, S for your sweep motor, and T for your table motor. We need to get the sweep motor to come back. We're going to loosen, I'm going to pull on this motor here. I'm going to pull it, let's see what would be to the bottom of your screen, kind of to this bottom corner, or towards the front of the pin setter as you're doing it. I'm going to pull that motor to myself. I'm going to put my hand on the black wheel, and I'm going to rotate the wheel until the two arms on the side over here have aligned parallel with each other. And like I said, one is thicker, the dark gray one is thicker than the one welded to the wheel. So you want to put them parallel, but not like top flush with bottom, because you really can't do that. They're different size. So let me see if I can get this going here. Show you how I do this. As I said, this is the sweep motor. It's the one in the middle. So I'm going to grab the back of it. You got to remember, when you pull these motors to move these wheels, don't pull the motor so much that you stretch your spring out on the other side. That can screw it up. Also, another piece of advice, if you ever have to take this belt off, don't take the belt off of the small wheel on the motor first. Take it off of the big wheel. It takes less spring tension relief to get it off the big wheel than it does to get it off the small wheel. The small wheel has higher lips edges to keep that belt on the wheel, so it takes a little bit more stretching of the motor to get that belt off of the wheel. So just for your knowledge, so in case I wanted to remove this belt right now, I'd bring the motor forward, bring it off of the big black wheel. It barely took anything to get that off of there. But it would take a lot more stretching on my springs for me to get it off of the small wheel first. So now I got it lined back up. I'm going to pull it to myself just a little bit, and it's back in. And that's really important on the table motor. And I'll show you real quick. Just because your table motor has two pulleys for speed, has that larger one, so you would have to pull it, stretch the chain a lot, or not the chain, stretch the spring a lot more to get it off of that exterior wheel. Alright, let's bring you back to getting the timing finished on this sweep motor and sweep arm. Alright, so I'm going to pull it to myself, and I'm going to rotate it some, and then I'll bring the camera back around so you can see what's happening on the other side. Alright, so I've got you lined up with that sweep arm wheel, the chain drive. From the other side, I'm doing the same thing I showed you a second ago. I'm pulling my motor to me, and I'm rotating the big black wheel, black pulley, and see the two arms are slowly lining up, getting closer. Alright, that is the timing, or getting the timing set on that sweep arm. Bring you over here and show you as well. Try to get those two as parallel with each other as possible, and that will get your sweep arm back into the timing it needs for the machine to operate properly.